You found the Sales Hunter podcast. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. And hey, what are we talking about today? We're talking about, do you have prospects or suspects? Take a look at what's in your pipeline. Are they truly prospects? Or if you were to be honest with yourself, are they just suspects who are taking up your valuable time? I'm going to show you how to know the difference in this episode, and the show begins right now.
You're listening to the Sales Hunter Podcast with Mark Hunter, where the focus is to help you as a sales leader sell with confidence and integrity. And now here's your host.
Welcome, and we're excited to say we've been ranked as the top new sales podcast for 2022 by iTunes. Hey, thank you, the listeners, for making that happen. Hey, if your company's not had me speak at one of your sales meetings, got to reach out. Let me know, because it's time you get me, the Sales Hunter, in front of your sales team. Okay, the question on the table is, do you have prospects or suspects in your sales pipeline? For too many of you, the answer is you don't know until you spend too much time finding out your time's been wasted. And then you find out what you thought was a great prospect. Nope. You thought they were a great prospect that was going to turn into a great customer, and then they just exposed themselves as a customer. Well, no, as a suspect. You see, key is finding out as early as possible who the suspects are and why. This is why I say your goal is to qualify fast. It's to allow you to spend more time with fewer prospects. You heard me right. I don't want you to have a pipeline that resembles a sewer pipe because it's full of suspects. I want you to have a water tap that's full of great prospects that are entering and moving through quickly on their way to becoming a great customer. See, the big thing salespeople get wrong, and the reason they wind up with suspects in their pipe, is because they're not willing to ask the tough questions early in the process. You have to be willing to ask the tough questions for one reason. You don't have the time to waste on people who are in no position to buy. You see, your leads have to earn the right to be a prospect. Until they do, they're just a suspect. And I don't have time to waste on them if they can't quickly become a prospect. You heard me right. Quickly become a prospect, because you want to move them through to become a customer. Okay, the qualifications to become a prospect are as follows. 3 things, and I want you to pay attention to them. Number 1, both of you agree on a need or an outcome the person is trying to achieve. 2, the person has shared with you a piece of proprietary information not known to others. And 3, there's a time element as to why they need to move forward to buy. That's it, those 3. Okay, now I'm going to unpack them more here just a bit. But before I do it, notice what's not on the list. I don't need to know if they have money, and I don't need to know if they're the decision maker. I can work my way into both of those if I know their need is great enough and there's a timely reason why they need to buy. Because in order for me to get to that, I've earned a level of trust with them, with the person I'm working with, who will in turn take me to that right decision maker if it's somebody else. Okay, now back to the 3 points I listed. Number 1, the outcome. This is absolutely essential. If you're not asking questions early on that gets this information out, then you're just wasting your time with a tire kicker. All they want to do is they just want to get your information. You have to be able to identify. And what I mean, they have to clarify to you what the outcome is. Don't make assumptions as to you knowing what the outcome is. They have to talk about it. Number 2, proprietary information. This is an indication if they have trust and confidence with you. People aren't going to share inside information with a stranger for the same reason they don't want to buy from someone they don't trust. Spoiler alert. This one is an indication of you as a person. The information they share might be something about their business you would need to know to close the sale, or it might be something about them personally. Either way, it has to be something not widely known by others. 3rd point, the timely reason to buy. See, they may have a need. They may like you. They may have really a reason why, But if they've got 10 other priorities ahead of your solution, if guess what? It's not going to happen. You see, at the end of the day, they're only going to do work on their number one or number two priorities. Now, I admit I'm running through these fast, and in future shows, we'll dig in more, but I want you to hit replay and go through these three critical factors again. And I want you to begin using them to determine if you have prospects or suspects in your pipeline. Your objective? Turn your pipeline from a sewer pipe into a water tap, where you qualify quickly by asking difficult questions, tough questions. Yes, get them out on the table. Find out, because your most valuable asset is your time. Use it wisely. And when you do, you'll be able to spend more time with fewer prospects. Ooh, that one rankled a few feathers. Yes, I want you to spend more time with fewer prospects. Hey, with that, I want to say thank you for listening. I do trust you value the content shared, and you'll take a moment to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review on your favorite podcast app. This is so important. We need those reviews, please. Hey, each week you get two shows. One, a short sales insight from me, just like this one, and the second, an interview with a leading sales expert. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This has been the Sales Hunter Podcast, your answer to cutting-edge sales insights. Thanks for listening.